Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to One in the Pacific. So, you know what, guys? I'm really glad to be back. I'm really glad to be doing another episode. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I can feel it already. And, you know what? Started a new job just for a short period of time, hopefully, until I can move on to something more proper. But you know what? It's been really nice. It's been really nice to be outside in the fresh air. So, good day's job. Been nice. So then, Napoleon, how you doing, my dude? How is everybody? So, I also wanted to start off the stream by giving a shout out to my patrons. It's something I've never done before, and I think there should be some kind of reward. So I think at the start of pretty much every video, if I can, or if it, well, if it makes sense, then I'll give a shout out. So, we have Mr. Frank Thomas. Thank you very much. That's Mr. Tom Flamanga. I probably pronounced your name very wrong, but he has been a lifetime supporter, incredibly great guy. Thank you so very much. So this is our first patron. Then we have Craig Collins, equally as great, Ricky Blinson, Matthias Hofjan, Gregory von Houten, Tomislav Trulin, Vinny, and Lord Luba. Thank you so very much, guys. You really do help to make this all possible. It's been absolutely awesome knowing each and every one of you. And hopefully we can add a few more patrons there, and I'll work out some rewards in the future. And you have a question there, Napoleon. What is your question? Shoot. Let me see if I can help you. Okay. Let's see if we can help the Japanese Empire as well while we're at it. Okay, so we are aware of the Lexington over here to the... Now, we do have possibilities to have RO-67 intercept. Now, RO-67 isn't the most... it's a type L4 class. It's not exactly a big boy, but it is a decent little submarine there. We do have a fine commander in charge here. His aggression is quite good. His naval skill is unquestioned. He's pretty decent. So we need to make sure that we might be able to get in there and use him. So there, Snake, how you doing, my dude? Are you going to sink the Enterprise? I'd love to sink the Enterprise. I would absolutely love that. So we're going to set this boy to full speed. The reason for that is if we can intercept this fleet, or this, I suppose, flotilla, squadron, whatever you want to call it. A group of ships, basically. If we can intercept that and inflict damage to the Lexington, that would allow us to kill her with the air power. That is honestly everything we need right now. So let's take a look. We do have a bunch of other submarines over here. It's like if we could get a single torpedo and slow her, she'd be absolutely devastated by the submarines in the area. So, she's heading... she was heading southeast. Oh, sorry, southwest. So we're going to try to anticipate her path. It seems like she's heading down this way. Whether she maintains a straight course, I do not know. I think what we're going to do then is we're going to set the submarines from the rear to chase her down. I think that's what we need to do. Okay. We need to catch up with her. Absolutely. Now, they are moving at full speed, which is obviously quite a dangerous thing to be doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to change their speed to mission speed. We're going to have their endurance last as long as we need it to. And we're going to also, ideally, intercept her. That'd be the dream there. Now, mine layers are actually doing okay. And now, I forgot to even set them to do not lay mines. So this was Mr. Tuga who pointed this out to me on Steam, actually, that I forgot to even set them to lay mines. So, that's fine. At least we know that the... Oh, thank you there, Daniel. That's really awesome of you there, mate. Thank you. Thank you so very much. So that's Mr. Daniel there, Dane Ernest. Thank you for contributing to the channel. Really does help us out considerably. Okay. So, we're going to put this to mission speed. And, let's see. As a reward. Oh. So we call that the Daniel Dane. That'd be a nice little reward there. Thank you very much. So we have the Daniel Dane. Set to mission speed. We'll have her chase them down. We need to cover this area. I think we have a good chance of interception with the submarine here if we anticipate where she's going to be moving. I think we're going to have to pursue this sort of path, perhaps. So let's see. She's trying to return home, which is obviously not ideal. Her home port is track, so we need to ignore that. So let's cancel that destination. I said cancel that. Okay, we'll give it another order then. Okay. I feel that may be a good path. If we can get in front or near them as soon as possible, I think that would be good. Though then again, if we take a look at this, she's heading more than likely this way, so I think we need to have a direct path as much as possible. Just try and gain that ground on them. Let's see, where is the other submarine that we have in the area? We're going to try and sink the Enterprise, my dude. We're going to try and sink her. Right, so our only other submarine, the I-10, is some distance away, to be honest. It's like we do have a possibility to potentially intercept them in the Coral Sea. The issue is, do we try to intercept them in the Coral Sea where they have a lot of room for maneuver, or do we try to intercept them around Australia should we not be successful? I'm going to use the I-10 to do that around Australia, because if we're able to, then at least we have that ability. Okay. We do have a lot of submarines in the area. We just need to try and make them useful. And it's like we can try and get some submarines by Guadalcanal and just make absolute use of them. I mean, this is the only ship in the area that is really of any threat to us, or any force in the area that is of any threat. So we do need to take absolute care of it. I'd very much like to refuel these submarines. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a submarine tender that we could potentially have sent from around here. The idea would be then to use them. Did you catch the British battleships? Yes, we did actually. Let's see. Let's bring up our tracker. That would be excellent. Okay, need to put the new save in here. This is already good. I do this on screen so you guys can see, if you're using the tracker, how to actually use it. And I think it helps people. It helps me because it's like it allows me to remember how the hell to do things. Just going to paste that new save in here, so that's 12. Open up the tracker information. There we go. This is so she's going to open up the correct save file. Actually, I might click the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Seems I might have already opened her. Whoops. Let's see. That's my bad. Indeed, my bad. Okay, seems like we can get it to load up now, that's awesome. Why is the stream black? Yeah. My desktop is pretty horrific. That's very strange, I've only seen black on the screen over here, that's interesting. Okay. Just, an augmenter. Right, there we go. Stream should be working fine again. That's strange. It went black on my end. It's like basically on the OBS screen over here, it went black. Behind the screens there. Hopefully the stream should catch up with that. I'm just going to wait for that to happen so I can be sure. There we go, everything looks fine. Yeah, my desktop is very, very unorganized. It's unorganized chaos and I love it. Okay, so we're going to run and read the turn here. Read the current turn. See what information has changed. Okay, turn 7. So, let's take a look then. So, the last 5 turns... Well, we'll take a look at the current turn here. This is what we want to go by. So, we'll go by the alert type. Let's see. Severity is always a good one to go by. So, we have critical over there, which is going to be complaining about the vehicle points. Okay, fair enough. We are increasing the amount of vehicle production that we do have in, well, obviously production. So, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that the stream's back. I know it was a strange one. As you can see, these forces have arrived at their destination. That's fantastic. These forces have been packed up and now ready to move. So apparently the Colorado has been sunk. We did engage the Arizona. We actually did engage with the Arizona in the earlier session, actually. She was found to be outside of Pearl Harbor, and she was actually torpedoed once, which was absolutely awesome. So we did put one into potentially the Arizona. It might have been the Colorado. Who knows? So there, Cursor. How you doing, my dude? We did absolutely annihilate these bad boys. I think it was the Mauritius that was hit 4 times, potentially. The St. Louis, I don't remember engaging her, but supposedly she might have been sighted. Who knows? These destroyers, not entirely sure. We did definitely hit the AG, the ammunition carrier. That was a good hit. That was a good kill. We did lose some ships, however, which was a shame. The HA-24 was destroyed by a mine around Pearl Harbor. Okay. Detection increased. Okay, fair enough. Nothing too particularly astonishing so far. Ship has arrived in port, actually. Okay, so that's a new one. Let's see what we have then in the last 5 turns. So, yep, it is complaining about the amount of vehicle points, which we're going to take a look into shortly. Let's say new pilots. This is our first new ship in a while at Nagasaki. If we take a look then at the... remove these. Okay, so ship sunk. So we did definitely engage and destroy the Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales was definitely annihilated by a series of torpedo strikes closer to Singapore. The Repulse, I do believe, has been sunk too. That was by plane. Nevada, we did definitely hit the Arizona. Now, the Arizona is interesting. It supposedly was identified by a submarine, but it's listed here as being sunk quite some time ago, really. Okay. So we do have some interesting kills. Right. There we go. Yeah, so we do have complaints regarding the global vehicle points. So if we take a look into our industry, this is not too bad, actually. We need to keep going with this. Need to try and get more resources into Japan. Right, global. Our chart. Okay. Right, so production is on the increase. So if we disavow all of these other ones. So, right, actually vehicle production is actually hit a low over here. That's rather interesting. I wonder why that might be. This is very good information to see here. So you can see from turn 5 high to a low to a very much low, and it seems like it might be going that way even longer. So if we take a look at armaments, armaments is obviously maintained. It did dip over here, but it's sort of maintained equilibrium. Manpower is increasing, heavy industry is increasing, naval capacity is increasing. Well, it's steadied out now, obviously because we stopped the production of the Shinano, and then accelerated construction of other ships. It's now plateaued, as it's pretty much fine. Merchant production is obviously increasing because we're obviously not producing as many merchant ships, so we do have a lot of spare production. Let us see then. So what is the issue then? Right. Heavy industry, I'm looking for vehicles. I don't think I can see vehicles on this one. Okay, here we go. Vehicle factory. So we have some warnings over here. That's interesting. So Hiroshima. Let's take a quick look then. Is it in lack of supply potentially? Okay, so if we bring up our industry. Supply is quite low here. We do need to increase the amount of supply in these regions dramatically. Yeah, no wonder the supply stockpile must be higher. I mean, that's at 25,000, but obviously we don't need that much. But I need a lot more there. So we do require over 5,000 supply. So no longer, no wonder that the vehicle production has been dropping. It's the fact that these factories aren't receiving enough supply. Yeah, that should be rectified in time. This one needs to be increased. You can see the difference between these ones here, so that's a big difference. Especially this one, which has a lot of our production. I mean, this is the fourth largest factory, well, joint fourth largest factory, and it's suffering. So yeah, we need to boost the amount of supplies there dramatically. Okay, awesome. So we're going to get some more supplies into the network there, and we'll be able to increase our vehicle production once more, so that's good news. Okay, so we need to have these guys, we need to have our mine layers start laying mines. Their endurance, so these are sub-chasers actually. And we need to take a look at our sub-chasers and actually really identify the correct ones to be using. Like, destroyers are always quite good to be using, but we do have AA, well, we do have destroyers that are better at AA, we do have destroyers that are better at anti-submarine warfare. We need to figure out which ones are which and really assign them to their best task, really. It's quite a small patrol. I'd be better off just patrolling around here on the coast, so I'm just going to quickly alter that. Like, we do have the CHA-1 class, which looks like almost like a little fishing vessel, to be honest. It does have some small guns. Yeah, same class again. Decent anti-submarine. Maneuverability is quite interesting. Let's see. A little bit of damage, but I imagine that's due to wear and tear. Yeah, maneuver is pretty good. Right, we'll edit these orders. Yeah, patrol around Shanghai, to be honest. Okay, so we have plenty of ships here. We have some ships... Right, these are ACMs now. These are quite interesting. Mine lane task force. Okay. So we have this force loading resources. Alright, they're kind of resources too. Right, let's see. Eden class. I wish you could sort by actual class of ship, that'd be so lovely. Okay. So we just need to look for the speed and basically cargo capacity, so that's absolutely fine. This is going to be quite a large force. So I'm looking for AKs. Yeah, there we go. Then we can start loading up a bunch of resources, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So we have 23 ships here. These are all the Eden classes. Can you play those as the Brits in this? You can play as the Allies, so yes, technically. Right, there we go. So we have a very bloody large force here. In all honesty, I should put some destroyers in here if I do have them, as that'd be very nice. I do have the Curie over here. Curie has quite a low endurance, but that's absolutely fine. They don't really need to have a high endurance. We'll see about having a better ship, really, to help protect the convoy. But that's what it basically is. It is convoy. If we have some escorts, that'd be very helpful. So just throwing an escort there for the time being. At least that's something. It's better than nothing. So if we have a look at this, so what we can call then is the Shanghai Resource Convoy. Or if I call it the Shanghai to so-and-so, then at least we know where it's going and where it should be coming from. Where it's going to be loading up, I should say. Okay, it's going to open up my bookmarks, and we'll bring it up then. Just need to find out where she's going to be bound for. That'd be very good. I keep downloading this economy guide every single time. I should just really have it saved somewhere, so I can see whenever I like. Okay. Always very good to have some information up and close by at hand. That's always very handy. Okay, let's find something. I might consider turning off some additional armaments industry, to be honest. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so we're looking for Sasibul. Oh, Sasibul. Sasibul. We'll put a R in brackets here for resources, or... There we go, that's going to work out quite nice. So that's good, at least we know where that's going to be going. So what we're going to do then is we're going to set the home port to Shanghai, so whatever happens they'll return here. Now, well obviously we need to load up on resources. Right, so start to load resources. Now this is a lot of capacity here. Right, so load resources. There we go, there's a large task force. There's a lot of ships here. Right, Castle D class. Akasi class, these need to go elsewhere. Right, these ones are just loading up to then go home. Loading has been complete, so that's fine. What we'll do then is we'll set your home port to you at Tokyo. And then you can return over there with those resources. So we're going to have you return to Tokyo. We're going to set the path into safest, or safer perhaps. Right, so safest isn't really going to make much of a difference apparently. Well, let's hope it does. Then we have our mine layers over here. We do definitely need to have those mine layers out there. Right, they're going to return to Tokyo. These bad boys, the Akasi class, Akasi, they need to head to Port Arthur. So we can set their home port as Port Arthur then. Then at least they'll return there no matter what. There we go, that's sorted. This class, the Castle D. The Castle D needs to be heading towards Shumaneski, which is actually some way away now. I believe it's up here in the north. Whereabouts are you? Shumaneski. I was looking at this one quite often last time. I wish I remembered where it was now. I think it's somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. It's not in the north, actually, at all. Okay, so actually, no, you need to head to Fusan. So that's your home port over there, Fusan. This is actually a good time to really get this set up. So if we do this with the cargo, then we'll be good to go. We can start getting some resources loaded ASAP. That's fantastic news then. Okay, let's take a look then. So we have the Castle D. I'm a little bit worried by the amount that have actually arrived. Well, that's another done. Okay, these are all Castle Ds. So their home port as Busan. The Fusan to Shumaneski. There we go, resource. Right there, set up. So we're going to start loading resources on board here. 2 ACMs here. Okay. You, my friend, need to be heading to Shanghai. So your home port over here. So soon enough we'll have resource convoys flowing across the Sea of Japan and the East China Sea, the Yellow Sea, really get them going. Right, again, they're trying to return home, so it seems like we just need to set these home ports. It's a little bit irritating because it's like I set all of this up, really, so they shouldn't have an issue. It just seems like a lot of them are just really trying to be a pain in the arse. Right, what happened so far? Sup there, JV, how you doing? ZZ, Sniper, can you play as a British? Yep. Looks the most fun edition of the game. This is Admirals edition. This is with a mod for the map. It's really quite nice. There's a few more mods out there actually. It's pretty awesome. What happened so far? So, we are on December 13th. Now, Pearl Harbor has been hit about three times. We do still have some damage there reported. We are seeing some ships off the coast here. Apparently, well, off the coast of Hawaii. Apparently some destroyers and light cruisers. I'm not entirely sure about that one, actually. I do feel like I'm going to actually draw some of these submarines closer to Pearl Harbor. More around this side. We do have a few submarines this side, but I think a few more on this other side of Hawaii would be quite nice. We do have sighting of the Lexington. We are aware of the carrier Lexington being in this task force over here, which we are trying to intercept, which I'll carry on shortly once I get these submarines into position. I'm glad that she's not heading towards Truck, because if Truck had been hit, that would cause like a few issues. The Guam invasion's underway. We are seeing some ships over here. Mine layer, potentially. These forces do need to be... I don't know, can they actually overpower the garrison here? I could have them on shock. That might be possible. Ideally, they win out there. I think they should be able to do that with a shock attack. I could always send these ships, well, these planes to actually help out, potentially. So there, Sultan, how you doing, my dude? You've not missed much. We're only about 25 minutes in all fairness. Gave a shout out to my loyal patrons, which are really quite nice, really awesome guys. These, Congos? Convoys are trying to head back, but what we're going to do is we're going to disallow that and set things up again. Right, wrong ships there. I'm going to set the home ports to where they need to be, which is going to be definitely Port Arthur. And I see the ones that... Oh, right, these are the Limas, right. Okay, so it might not actually be the fact... Yeah, okay. That's awesome, then. Seems like everything's fine, as I probably just clicked on a task force that should have been headed another way anyway. So that's fine. We'll just make sure everybody has their port set to where it needs to be, like Port Arthur, for example. We're going to get some resource convoys loading up. The convoy of 23 ships in Shanghai is looking pretty good, though. I mean, we should be able to carry a large amount of resources. I mean, we do have a destroyer in there just as a little escort. We'll have to try and throw something else in there. Yeah, you can never have enough Congos. Definitely. Right, just going to load up resources. I mean, we're going to be carrying a hell of a lot of resources. And 115,920 tons of resources is absolutely no bloody laughing matter. That is a lot of resources to be carrying. Like, that's great news. And if we take a look here, so resources, let's see. So, Northern China, Central China, Shanghai. So let's take a look at resources. So it seems Shanghai has about 94,000 tons of resources. So if we can move all the resources from Shanghai in really one go, that'd be really nice. I'd imagine the amount of resources will increase over time, as obviously it's going to flow from the rest of China. Yeah, like these resources over here, apparently they're destined for Shanghai. Yeah, we do have resources at Nanking, Hankou, Wuchang. We need to capture more resources. There's fuel here as well, which is quite nice. Supply to 7 China. We have 50,000 resources in Canton. Lots of fuel. Lots and lots of fuel. Need to get that moving about. We also need to capture Hong Kong. Do you guys reckon we could take Hong Kong with an assault? I'd love to know. I reckon we could probably do it. The fortifications have been reduced to level 1, so that should be fine. We do have a lot of resources in the north. Korea has a lot of resources, quite a lot there in total. That's really cool. If we sort by resources, you can see that obviously the vast amounts are in Honshu, the mainland of Japan. Manchuria has plenty of resources. Look at the amount of resources here in Port Arthur. That's an insane amount. We need to get these moving ASAP. Yeah. Okay, that's where we need to get moving. Lovely jubbly. And we are losing a few resources per day. Not too much. Poor Canadian garrison. It's more the oil. The oil is where I need to get moving. So we need to identify where we have a lot of oil too. Manchuria has a lot of oil actually. Kyushu. Yeah, we need to get this oil moving. I mean, all of it is in Port Arthur. The thing to bear in mind is that we also need to have more oil refineries. That'd be very, very nice. I mean, we are limited by that too. Like, limited by oil refinery, limited by resource centers, limited by oil centers. What we're also going to be doing as well is actually, we're going to be engaging Sumatra and Java sooner than historically, well, accurate. Right, we do have a few ships over here. I would be interested to see if I could engage over here. I imagine I'd have a good chance at doing so. There's plenty of planes around here, but if we bring some carriers into the area, I'd imagine we'd have a good shot at this. Right, so we do have another amphibious landing over here. I'm very much considering moving this elsewhere. This is heading to Singora. Well, it was heading to Singora. Does it actually have anything... Right, doesn't have anything loaded. What I could do then... Let's see, what do we have in terms of forces? My lord, that's a lot of forces right here. Oh, actually, I say that. There's a lot of artillery. There is some infantry. There's a lot of SNLF, which is quite handy. I could really use them elsewhere, so that's fine. Oh, what do we actually have at Saigon? At Saigon, we do have less troops. We have a lot of vehicles, though. Lots of vehicles. Obviously, that's with the engineers. Lots of guns, too. Guns are quite nice. That's with the AA. I could actually do a move in AA potentially over here, but then again, Saigon has been hit. Right. Your complaint is not enough supplies. That's fine. I mean, we do have the division there, but obviously they're moving. They're heading for Singora, which is fine. Now, we do have the extra forces down here at Kotoburo, so we'll be able to start our advance and really, really push on. US submarines are rather interesting. It's like they're pretty... that's a huge convoy of ships. I'd love to get in there. Yeah, they're pretty poor with their torpedo reliability. But I've had some bloody good luck recently. Like, they've been blowing the hell out of my patrol boats quite often. Now, we have plenty of them round about here. We do need to try and deal with them. Is not too much I can do other than try and dedicate submarines. Well, I suppose dedicate submarine killers to the area. Okay. Before we do that, though, let's get all this sorted and make sure everything's working out fine. The Lima Maru, so the Lima... I don't think that's heading to the correct location. Okay. The Lima should be heading to Kijou, which is nearby, thankfully, so that's good. Only a short trip just over here. So I think some of these ships do need to have their orders reset. Doesn't look like all of them, though, so that's good. You two. Okay. I might have missed these in all fairness. Have you sent to Kijou? Yeah, these have a good endurance, good speed as well, actually. Return to Kijou. Lima. Okay, the Lima. I mean, we should have some. We should have about. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have these head to Kijou, though. And there's a lot of resources in Korea. So we'll have them head to Kijou, and I mean, we do have a bunch of resources in Port Arthur, in all honesty, so we should probably get some of those moving pretty quick. The Akasai class should be moving to Port Arthur. Get them moving ASAP. Return to Port Arthur. Right, seems like the retirement allowed. That shouldn't be on it. It should be remain on station. That seems like why these ones are moving, because of that. Okay, you're heading to Sioux. Why are you heading there? Yes, you should be heading to Hong Kong. Sorry, to Port Arthur. There we go, they can all head over there. There we go. Port Arthur. Port Arthur. Port Arthur. Do have some destroyers there. Just combine this into a single force, makes it a little bit easier to manage. Okay, return. Right, let's see what we actually have in Port Arthur already then. Surprisingly, Quite a few, actually. Now that I see it, that's actually quite a few. I imagine it's because they're all in different task forces. Okay. I'll have them carry supplies to difficult areas. See, I'd like to use the submarines for mine laying. That'd be rather interesting. Really throw a spanner in the works of the Allies. Right, so 6125. Right, these are the Cassies, these are the Lemurs. I could do with some lemurs over here as well, because we do need to get a lot of moving. How many submarines with mine in the iGen? I think all of them potentially can lay mines. I don't think they can carry many. But we'll find out. Okay. What's up there, Vladi Drew? How you doing, my dude? Right, so we're going to have them start to load up. So we'll have this as the... well, one of the Port Arthur convoys. We do have an insane amount of resources and just oil in general, so we need to get some tankers set up to start ferrying some of this oil back and forth, which would be quite good. I mean, if we have oil in Japan, we can't lose it then. But then again, we'll have to check and see if we have any oil refineries in Manchuria. But then again, there's a lot more oil refineries in Honshu than Manchuria, so that's something to bear in mind. Actually get it moved to where it can be used. But we are limited, obviously, by the fact of how much oil refineries we do indeed have. So that's something, obviously, to consider. Okay. Okay. Right, that'll do fine. Right, have them start loading up resources. I might just want to actually disband a lot of these, that'd probably make a lot of sense. Okay, you out here. You need to start laying mines, so we'll start laying some mines then. We are carrying 90 mines, so we'll start laying them. And there we go, mine Port Arthur. Further, which would be very nice, actually. Just increase the amount there. What's up there, Blinson? How are you doing there? Blinson is one of my fine patrons. He's very good. I do believe his YouTube channel is the Battle Group Gamer. I believe so. Gonna quickly bring that up if I can. Was it Battle Group Gamer? If you link your channel to me, then I'll definitely put it in. I'll type in the name. I'll give you a shout out there, my dude. You are a great backer. Truly a good guy. Knows a lot about this stuff. I can tell you that one. Okay, let's see what we have available. Also, Akelaris is another fine friend. Another shout out there. He's definitely a great Canadian. And makes fine content. Right. Now we've got the arse kissing out of the way. Yeah, Battle Group Gamer, there you go. So check out Battle Group Gamer. He also streams and records One in the Pacific. Right, so we have the Cassie. Let's see. Get rid of the ones in task forces. So we're left with... Actually, there's a few more Cassies. That's good. A Cassie. Is it a Cassie or either or? Okay. Right, so these are our lemurs. That's fine. We'll get these going. You deserve it, Akelaris and Blinton. You both deserve it. Okay, another cargo. There we go, so we're looking for 3750. Which looks to be all of them, actually. Awesome. We'll rename this then. The name of the other port. Okay. Ah. There we go. Right, start loading those resources. So 60,000, almost 61,000 tons, 59,000 tons. So you can see the difference here in actual capacity. It's rather remarkable. So we have... it's actually really impressive. It's pretty cool. Let's see. So that's what we have in port. There's a interesting amount there. So, the Akasi, whatever class, oops, their capacity is much lower than that of the Lima. So I mean 60,000, almost 61,000 tons there, and we have 15 ships. For the Limas we have 9, and we have almost the same capacity. That's rather remarkable. So obviously we need to get those resources loaded up. So we look to be able to move about 100,000 tons of resources pretty quickly. That'd be pretty cool. I should get back into one in the Pacific. Haven't recorded a video since last year. Definitely do. Definitely. You do the game a good service. First world problems, definitely. Okay, so we got that going. Awesome. Let's check the other ports and get these set up, and that'll be good to go. Okay. Loading resources there. That is another Aiden. Then need Cassadis. You're heading to Shanghai. That's fine. Let's see what we actually have in port. Nothing else so far. That's fine. Either we can get some more cargo ships over there pretty quickly. This game is really worthwhile. I mean, it's a pricey game, but let's be honest, it's honestly just so worthwhile. So worthwhile. How well does the supply / resource transport vital landwork actually work? Via landwork actually work? As far as I can understand, it's like I'm not... This is one that I'm quite obscure about. It's like the resources do flow, much like the spice melange, but I'm not entirely sure what the rate is. That's one I'd like to read up a bit more on, to be honest. Right, these guys. So where should we have these sent out? I think Port Arthur, in all honesty. We do have a lot of resources over there. I need to get more moving. That's where most of them need to be sent, so we'll have them return to Port Arthur. Okay, you're heading in there to drop off resources. And these guys... Tokugawa. Interested in a prestigious name. Okay, you need to head to Shanghai. You should not be over here. Right, Lima. These are fine ships. We'll have you sent to Kijo. Actually, no. So we have 9 already over here. 10, 11. Yeah, we'll have you sent to Kijo. I think we'll only need a few Limas over there, really, in terms of capacity. So send you to Kijo. Gozan. Alright, okay. So do you have some tankers over here? Auxiliary mine layer. A aircraft tender. I need some submarine tenders, actually. Yeah, definitely. I agree there, Daniel. But I just can't wait until we get one of these two. That's going to be really, really fun. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here's our submarine tenders. So we have one over here, which is actually fantastic news, in all honesty. That's really good news. Right. Fast transport? Replenishment, potentially. Okay, that's an oiler. Good to know, though, that we do have an oiler here. Right, loaded them. Submarine tender, submarine tender. Okay, these are nice ships. Let's see, fast transport, potentially? No. Cargo. Support, I suppose, would be it. Yeah, there we go, support. So, we have those. We do have a patrol boat. We'll get those in there. I'm going to assume that is a... Oh, it's an Akasi. Why is it an AD? What does that consider itself as? Ammunition? No, that's AG, I believe. That's one to look up. Intriguing. AOC's over here too. Okay. So we do have two nice ships over here. Speed's actually very nice. Right, supply capacity is obviously... That's a rather interesting looking ship. Okay. They are decently armed too, that's pretty cool. Right. Yeah. Good AA, actually. Pretty damn decent AA. Seems like the Jingai is, yeah, 14cm guns. These are actually no flapping matters. These are actually some decent guns. Awesome. Could they be converted to anything in the future? Right, so upgrades. Okay, so she'd be given radar, basically. Okay. Our destroy tender, right, there we go. Right. Let's get these bad boys sent out then. Where should we have them sent? Let's see. So this is why I'd love to either capture Johnston Island or Midway, potentially. But I think we might go for potentially Tarawa. Potentially. We'll wait. We'll wait for the time being. I don't want to have them sent out where Lexington could potentially eat them up. That wouldn't be very good, would it now? Okay. See, if we take control of Rabal, that'd be a really nice base to really have some submarine tenders. Yeah, I'm using the Hearts of Iron one. The Hearts of Iron 2. Right, okay. Interesting. We'll have her home port then set over here. We can have her sent and refueled, so that's fine by me. So return. Okay. Yeah, Hearts of Iron 4 is a travesty. It pains me. It continually pains me. I don't think there's a day that goes by. Okay, so we have troops unloading over here, we have troops moving out, we have troops moving out. Ideally they should be able to move now. Let's see, move. to the base here. Right, movement is not allowed. Right, because they don't have the base yet. So we'll set them to a deliberate attack. Hopefully they can capture that base. That'd be great. So we'll set their future objective over that base too. San Fernando. Our troops captured this base over here valiantly, which is really quite nice. Nice catch. Good amount of supplies here. That's going to keep us going. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Let's start issuing orders to move further and faster. Yep, this will be our next base. Okay, move. Set all objectives there. Start the march. Set all to march. Okay, move. Take us a couple of days to reach that potentially, but we'll be good once we get there. Okay, so we do have this base force, which I am going to leave here. They're going to remain in this area. If we have them build up a airfield, let's see, what do we have here? We have Japanese Air Force. Yep, okay. Actually, we could have them move along with them. That could be a good idea. Yeah, that could be a good idea. At least then we could build up an air base at Manila, like repair Clark's airfield, something of that nature. Right, those orders are issued. Obviously, we can try to capture that then. We do have a bunch of stuff over here. Are they still... right, so we have the Notori, a bunch of destroyers. The heavy cruiser, a few destroyers. Bunch of stuff here. They're still unloading, that's fine. Once they're ready, we can have them sent back. That'd be fine. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Patrol in here, yeah, they did get one of their... well, one of their squadron mates was absolutely annihilated. Okay, so we're set to shock here. This is going to be rather interesting. These are set to defend for some reason. Right, bombard. That's good at least. At least I had that set there. Okay. Awesome news. We do need to cancel the air raids. Definitely need to cancel those. Yeah, I'll stop hitting Hong Kong. We're going to have you on training for the time being then, I do think. Or no, we'll go with the ASW patrols. I think that's an easy mission, and in all honesty, that'd be very, very good for us now. Using bombs. Right, we'll set all the G3M2s to do the same task. At least that should remove the yeah, the G4M1s as well. These are also targeting Hong Kong. Right, set them to the ASW patrol too. 2,000 feet, I think, is a good... There we go, set them all to do that too. Awesome. Right, the American manager gets tedious after a while. See, I'd love Hardline 3, I just wish it was more stable. That'd be great news in all honesty. Right, we'll deal with these Chinese forces. We are moving forces. Right, we do have engagement over here. I imagine we could probably deal with the Chinese forces. Let's see, how many is there? 8,200 troops. Yeah, that's not too many. I reckon we could probably deal with it. We do have significantly less troops. We do have guns, and the Chinese don't have guns. That makes a big, big difference. Though we do have a division, the mighty 116th, on the way. So we could wait and then just annihilate those forces there. That would be a good one. We're going to cross the river here and annihilate these forces. Ideally make an example of them. We could have some forces move strategically from Shushao or some of these other locations over here to deal with these guys. Would be nice to stop their withdrawal, to be honest. Oh, well. Okay. So I've managed to meander off quite dramatically. Let's continue with the resources in all fairness. I need to get a lot of these convoys really set up and going. Like, we do have ships already here, so let's get them set up and loading resources ASAP. Alright, so disband. Once they're ready to go, that's good. We can start getting some resources flowing into Japan, which are vitally required for the war effort. Yeah, these are all the same ship. Okay. And there we go. So this is, let's see, the Yusen N-Class, or Yusen N-Class, which will be moving from Toyohama to Iwaki. There we go. Toyohara. Oh. Oh, Toyohara. I think these should have been sent to Toyohama. Or is that a spelling mistake? Let's see. Drop off at Iwaki. I might have to send some ships to the wrong location, actually. Let's see. Toyohama. That'd be rather embarrassing. Oh, I did indeed. Woohoo, that's a mistake. Oh. Toyohama. No, that can't be correct. I'm sure it means Toyohara. Yeah, that must be a mistake there on the part of the guides. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Ooh, Daniel, ex-infantry, that's awesome. You know what? I had a awesome day on Sunday. Went to a site in Leeds for close quarters battle, basically CQB airsoft. Ah, fantastic day. I got shot so much, but I shot so many people at close range. It was amazing. Absolutely loved it. Rocking my new Parole AK-21. I'm hoping to get some decent GoPro setup so I can have one mounted on the rifle and one mounted on my helmet, so that I can actually get some airsoft footage, which would be really cool. I mean, CQB is definitely so much fun. So much fun. Awesome day out. Okay, cycle in. Yeah, Toyohara. Definitely. Yeah, okay. So we need to get these resources moving. The other resources are up over here. The port capacity is actually at 4. Port capacity is at 3. But I'd rather pick up from Toyohara because it's a shorter distance. Safer, really. So we'll have at Toyohama. Well, Toyohara. Toyohara. Okay. Yeah, strategy is really important. So it's really fun too. Right, start loading those resources. There we go. Let's see what we have in Kijo and get those set up. Now we do have armor here in Kijo. Motorized squads, cavalry squads, HMGs, very important, and some tankettes. I mean, tanks are just really awesome. Okay. Oh, 101st, that's pretty awesome. Prestigious formation, really. Okay, let's go into the ships here. So disband all of them, making them useful to us. Okay. You, Kasudi. Where should the Kasudis be? Kasudi should be in Fusan, so they're in the correct location. Okay. How about the other ships then? What else do we have in port here? Oh, these are lemurs. Right. That's a lot of lemurs. That's a shitload of lemurs, I'm not gonna lie there. That's significant cargo capacity there. Okay, I reckon we should have them sent to Port Arthur. Right, they'll be sent to Port Arthur then. Okay. We do need to get a lot of transport down to Fusan. Okay, so let's see. You've got Toyohama, Kashiro. Kashiro. Where's Kashiro? Shiro. Ah, right, okay. Yokohama. Interesting. Right, so they pick up Kashiro and they drop off at Yokohama. Or Yokohama. Let's find where Yokohama is again. My memories are really quite bad. You can throw Y. I was looking to see what other bases that we have are quite interesting too, like in terms of aviation support being required over here. It's quite good to know. Alright, so I'm looking for Yokohama. Yokohama. Right, okay, so that is on the south side of Japan. So they need to head from here to here. Okay, cool, cool. Right, disband this. Disband that. Okay, so we need the Yusan A class. Which would be that. We do have some other ships here too. Only the one Yusan A class here. What else do we have? We have some Toho. Which I need at Sapporo. These are ones I'm not using right now. It goes on. They need to be at Hokkaido. Okay, so we have a lot of transports in places where they shouldn't really be at the moment. Right, start loading resources. I might even move some spare cargo ships around just to pick up the slack, because I have lost some ships to just, well, submarine attacks. Okay. So we have 2 Gozans. There we go. You bad boys. Hokkaido. Over there. At least that's only a short journey. Okay, the rest of what we have. These ones I'm not using. Not using that one either. These Tohos I am using. Sapporo. Which is just over here, on the other side of the island. Yep, good capacity. Okay. Have them return over there. As long as we can have some resources moving from every single port. Like, if we have resources being loaded up elsewhere, that's really good. Okay. Goddamn, Bill, you old! It's a pretty interesting time to have lived through, to be honest, and, jeez, it's an interesting time right now, isn't it? I mean, I'm not exactly convinced by this stuff in Syria. I just don't understand it. Like, I just don't. I just fail to see the logic in why the Assad government would continue to use chemical weapons when they know full well that a sort of Damocles hangs over them. It just seems illogical. It just doesn't seem. It just seems madness. Oh, these are trying to move out. Okay, so we have some Tohos, 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 and Yo-Ho Toho. Get those in there. Hello there, Alex, how you doing? Okay. So your home port here at Sapporo. And we'll name you... Sapporo. God damn, that's pretty early. Hirosaki. Okay. Load up some resources. Right, that's good news then. So, the beautiful thing is, I also do need to cancel this, so this needs to... Yeah, stop doing that. Right. You're loading, that's good news. So 45,000 tons of resources there, so we're going to have a couple 100,000 tons of resources moving pretty damn soon. So that's really good news. It's really, really good news. So, Toyohara, Kushiro, Sapporo, Hakodate, or Hakodate, Fusan Kijo, Shanghai, then Port Arthur. A lot of resources from Port Arthur in all honesty, so that's good news. So at least we have the convoys kind of set up, so that's good news. That's good news. Okay. Yeah, damn Bill, you're old. Okay. Let's get down to business then. Let's move some more of these submarines to the other side. Right, there we go. Just another 2 over this side would be very nice for us. Kiributai is moving as quickly as possible. We do have some armed merchant ships over there, which will be set to their own devices. Let's see, I need to look for the AMCs. Now, we do have these guys here. They are loaded with troops too. All the separate ones, which is rather interesting. So, why did they stop? Right, cancel that unloading. Okay. It looks like... I mean, we could potentially use this invasion to strike at Rabaul. And that is a possibility, rather. Hey, my birthday's 1995, so I'm not complaining. Right. Shortlands invasion. Okay. Lay mines. Do we hit the... I suppose we should hit these bases. That would be very nice. I'm going to cancel their unloading, though, in all honesty. Alright, they're unloading. Unloading stopped. Loading complete. Cancel unloading. Cancel the unloading. They're going to lay their mines. Okay, that's good. Right, so we've stopped the invasions being unloaded over here then. That's really handy. Okay. Yeah, March 95. Alrighty, so we've stopped the forces being unloaded over here. That's good news. So, that's decent then. We do have a bunch of troops that we could potentially use then. I mean, that is a important thing to note. Right. Cost of my life, look. I mean, we could potentially use these troops to make a dash towards Rabaul, which is honestly not a bad idea. If I could take over the island of New Britain, I think that'd be a fantastic point to go for, to be honest. I mean, we would still be threatened over here at New Guinea, but it might be a possibility. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to be moving these forces while Lexington is operating in the area. I want to deal with Lexington before I do things like that. If we'd have had our forces moving beforehand, it seems like the threat of carriers really stopped them from moving. Really discouraged that action. Okay, forces are moving over this way. Hell of a convoy. Hell of a convoy. Right, those forces are moving. These naval engineers need to be moving. Okay, their arses in gear. Right, these forces are... Right, these are unloading. I need these seaplane carriers elsewhere. Interesting. Oh, okay, so that looks to be... Right, they're still unloading. Okay, okay. Let's see. Right, let's transfer in the seaplane carriers. What do we have here? These are destroyer minesweepers. That's fine. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. How's Midway or Hawaii looking? Hawaii is surrounded by submarines at the moment in time. In terms of landing there, good God, no. We'd have to assemble every battleship. We'd have to have bloody Yamato and Musashi to really be able to subdue those defenses. It'd take a lot of effort. Midway would be really nice to try and capture, actually. I ask if you studied history at a level higher than high school. I did take classical civilizations in college and modern history in college, though that was Russian history and Britain Island. By far, Irish history is so bloody boring. I really do not recommend it. It is just mind-numbingly boring. It's so much politics, but the thing is, the politics is boring. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very exciting, it's a very insightful thing, but it's just, oh god, it just didn't excite my interest. It's like I have a hell of a fascination with late antiquity, more than anything. Obviously, I do like the German Soviet War, I really do quite like that. I've got a lot of books, a lot of random books on different subjects. I read between a lot of different things. Did you kill the British fleet? We've destroyed the Prince of Wales and the battle cruiser Repulse. Was it Repulse? Yes, Repulse. I think it was. So she has been sent to the bottom. Oh, waiting to get to Canadian history. I'll let you fill me in on that one, Aguilaris. Made that your job. Right. Mac invasion force. Okay. Tarawa invasion force. We need to use these invasion forces around this area. Can make very good use of them. Let's see. Okay, so this force over here, are you still unloading? You're no longer unloading. You need to get the hell out of there. So we are taking a lot of damage. We do have these ships over here, which we can use to bombard the ever-living shit out of Wake, which is a really, really good idea. Really good idea. Most because that's going to help our forces significantly with clearing that island. It's not much. It's honestly not much in the way of bombardment, but goddamn, I need it. Right, so let's see. 17,000 ammunition's low on the destroyers. It's getting a little bit low on the light cruisers too. But you know what? We need to get these guys, and we just need to bombard as much as possible. Go to the base nearby, and then right. Okay, we are suffering some damage here. This is major damage. Like that's not good. So 17,000 yards is the minimum bombardment range. Bombard. Remain on station. Or do we go further out? I mean, we don't have many destroyers in all honesty, so I think we'll go to 21,000 yards. Right, escorts bombard, no escorts bombard. Okay. At least that might keep the destroyers a little bit safer. Okay, try not to die during the Cold Wars. See, I like the American Civil War. That's fascinating. It's really, really interesting. Any interest in naval warfare, are you more inclined? You know, I've got a few books on First World War naval warfare, which is rather interesting. It's a really remarkable time. I would say my biggest interest is really late antiquity European history. Mostly Roman history. Just, I do have a few books by, is it Raoul McLaughlin? I think his name is. Really, really interesting name. Really, really interesting name. How does one spell Raoul? McLaughlin, I think his name is. It's a weird name. It really stood out to me. Yeah, Laughlin. Is that his name? No. What was the name of the books? What was the name of the books? Let's see if I can find the book. Give me a moment. Ah! Here we go. Yeah, Raoul McLaughlin, that's it. Raoul McLaughlin. It's a freaking beautiful name, man. I mean, a name like Raoul, you'd be thinking, okay, that's obviously Latin. No, Irish. Irish. Really, really interesting name. Let's see. Yeah, so... There we go. So, I have the Roman Empire and the Silk Routes. I've not finished reading that one as of yet. I haven't really had the time. And then I've got the Roman Empire and the Indian Ocean. This is another one I've got. Interesting books. Really, really interesting books. I don't know how reliable they are. They are only recently published, but it's rather interesting reading the new information there, new ideas. Pretty interesting. I mean, 2014 there. And then 2016. So very recent. Interesting. Worth a read, really. Worth a read. I mean, I do like the new ideas. It's always interesting to see something challenging. Same last name as one of the founders of GM, which is something you learn when you live in. That's pretty cool. Okay. Right, I wrote my undergrad dissertation on the U-boat war in both World Wars. Incredibly interesting. Really quite nice. Oh, God, you know what? I still haven't found that Kitabutai. Is it Kitabutai? No. Ah, my. Kaigan. That was it. Kaigan, I believe it was called. Kaigan. Ooh. Let's see. What do I have that's interesting at the moment? Okay, so I would recommend, from what I can see in front of me, The Inheritance of Rome, Chris Wickham, A History of Europe from 400 AD to 1000 AD. Then I also have Chris Brown's... Wait, where's that? Oh, yes. Chris Brown's World of Late Antiquity. It's a very old one, actually. Peter Heather, The Restoration of Rome. Then I have somewhere... where is it? It's somewhere around here, but it's... oh, where is it now? 1 second. Yeah, again by Peter Heather, I do have Empire and Barbarians. That's a very large book. If you love the Roman Empire, read Tacitus, Plutarch's Rise and Fall of it. Yeah, that's really awesome. I've got... Oh, God, what's his name now? The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Ah, the gentleman from the 17th century. What's his name? Edward Gibbon. That's it, I've got Edward Gibbon's Decline and Fall. All of the volumes just on my windowsill. Need to get around to that. Beautiful gift from my beautiful girlfriend. Really lovely for her. More sci-fi. You know what? I've been reading June. June's awesome. What's up there, Owen? How you doing, my dude? Right, okay. Got a little bit distracted there. You know, I might make a book recommendation list. That'd be pretty cool. I do a lot of, I suppose, my reading via audiobook now by Audible. You know what? I'd love to be sponsored by Audible. Love that. Would be awesome. It's really awesome. Okay, let's see. So, let's get on with this. No, honestly, I would say the American Civil War, the history there is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's absolutely fascinating. See, I'd love to see a war game of this sort of ilk based in the American Civil War. That'd be fascinating. Yeah, I'd imagine Decline and Fall is really large. I don't know exactly the size of it, but it'd be very interesting. Let's see. See, Medieval Europe by Chris Wickham. Chris Wickham's a really good author to read on late antiquities. Pretty good to get into that. Some of the things he does go into are quite advanced. So I would suggest probably The Inheritance of Rome, if you enjoy that sort of thing. It's really quite fun. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, this is it. Take it with a grain of salt. It is a very old volume now. Quite old. But interesting ideas. And really good, interesting thoughts from the time, really. That time frame. Right, so, moving on. So we have 2 infantry regiments. We have some armour. The 1st Tank Regiment. So we have available to us 88 guns, 113 vehicles, over 10,000 troops at our disposal. Obviously, we're going to have to leave the base force here, but everything else can be pretty much moved. The Air Force... these forces could be left here as well. Basically have them work on Kotoboru. Okay. Let's see. Good assault strength there. Over a division strength. Right. So, they're going to march out to meet the British forces over here. If we can defeat them, that'd be good. That'd be very good. Has anybody read In the Garden of Beasts? You know, I've not actually heard of that one. Do tell. Right, we can't start planning from there, so we'll start planning for this base down here to the south. Yeah, we need to capture these bases. If we can capture these bases all the way down to Singapore, that means we'll be able to use strategic movement. Out of interest, have you ever read Storm of Steel? I've not read Storm of Steel. I have read Iron... Ring of Iron? Ring of Iron? Ring of Steel? Ring of Iron? Ring of Steel? I think it's Ring of Steel or Ring of Iron. That's a really good book on World War I. Really quite like that. Very much from the Central Powers point of view. Very informative. Very good. It's really nice to have something from the Central Powers point of view. Especially as it comes to the economical point of view and political too, which is pretty cool. Right. Okay. Right, here we go. So we're going to set all of them to march to that objective. Set all of the objectives over here too. Right, okay, so let's take a look then. So these forces are going to march out now. Ring of Steel, that's it, yeah. Yeah, Ring of Steel is really a good one. I really enjoyed that. Right, so you're going to stay... Well, just stay here, basically. Stay Kotoboru. Cancel move. Everything else can move on, that's fine. Try and engage the enemy. Right, so movement. Right, it's going to take a day to unpack. That's fine. The armor will catch up pretty damn quickly. We should have enough power, really, regardless. Then again, we do have that. We'll move our forces into the area. Reinforcements will follow up shortly, in all honesty. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. We'll just obviously not engage. Right, Garden of Beasts is very good from political scene in Berlin in the 40s before we withdrew our ambassadors. He was an interesting man. That's awesome. Europe since Napoleon. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good, actually. See, I'd love to read more upon the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. It's like they are incredibly interesting. So, there's the American Civil War by the Great Courses, which is a really good one. That's on Audible. That's pretty damn awesome. Let's take a look. I'm just going to try and grab that here. By Gary W. Gallagher. Really well done, actually. I really did enjoy that. Very much. Okay. A War in the West by James Holland has been rather interesting so far. Enjoyed them. Okay. Right. These forces are moving. It's going to take them some time to obviously move out. I mean, they're still unpacking. These forces are marching on a low stars, and then we can start to move our way down here. That's a lot of troops, and they actually do have AFVs. That's actually remarkably large amounts of troops. So yeah, we do need to be very careful about our forces over here. These guys are moving strategically, so it's in Gora. We do have some some naval forces out here. We do have British forces actually moving out of here. That's an interesting one. We do have the Imperial Guard Division, one of the most powerful divisions here. What's up there, Tetra? Morph, how are you doing, my dude? I see you're having issues with your internet connection. Right, the fact that we have a division actually moving down into Malaya is going to be extremely useful. An entire division is extraordinarily powerful. We do have the 14th Tank Regiment as well. Yes, we need to have them. Okay, they seem to not be able to move strategically, which is rather interesting. Let's see. Right, if I cancel that move, can we move strategically? Seems not. Okay, so we're going to move toward Bangkok. And from Bangkok, we'll move by strategic movement. Right, why are you moving like this? You should be moving... Neil Ferguson's Colossus Civilization. Interesting, Civilization and Colossus. Oh, Orlando Fidges, yeah, he's really awesome. Oh, God, what do they call... What's Orlando's... what's his book? What's his book called now? Bloody hell. I forgot the name of Orlando Fidges' book. I do have one by Trotsky too. That's really quite interesting. I'm looking forward to reading that one day. What the hell do they call Fidges' book? That'd be nice. Ah, thanks, Ice. That's really handy. Oh, there you go, Carl. Not seen you for a while. Okay. Right, so we do have forces around here. We do have forces marching through Thailand. We do have an RTA division over there. But I imagine we still need to garrison this base? Yeah. Do we need to garrison this base? We do. I'd love to get some other force into that area. We do need to have a garrison over here. I mean, only a small garrison. Just anything I'd do, really. Right, with some engineers over here. Okay. AV value. Right, coastal defense. How long will the stream last? Oh, I've got Rise and Fall of Drag. I've got that actually on my window sill, right, quite in front of me. Quite close in front of me, I should say. This stream will go on for a little while. Yeah, People's Tragedy. That's it. It's a really good book. Oh, God. I mean, the part where it talks about Gorky going into the actual villages. I love the concept that it goes into discuss by Orlando. That of the concept of the two Russias, basically the civilized Russia and then the Russia in the the countryside. Really interesting. You could split up one of those RTA divisions. Very true, very true. But yeah, I mean, the parts where it details like punishments and basically executions in the villages. I mean, the one where basically the guys are covered in like some kind of sack or something, and they're beaten with like logs or other heavy blunt objects until. So basically, it pulps their organs like hell of a beating there. And then the one, I believe there's a picture of one where the spike is basically shoved up their arse and it ends up out of their mouth. That is absolutely brutal. Absolutely barbaric. It's like, I love the fact that Gorky goes to the village and has his shit beaten out of him, because it's like, these guys, they don't give a shit about your ideals. These are, like, incredible. Okay, yeah, we'll try and split up that RTA division. That'd be a good idea. Let's see. Divide the unit. Awesome news. Yeah, let's have you moved out then. I would very much recommend People's Strategy. It's really a good book. Very, very informative. A good thing. Like, see, I don't know. I think of all the socialist parties, I would probably say the Mensheviks were the least disruptive. I mean, the fact that they wanted a phase where Russia would transition into like a sort of market liberal economy, that'd be rather interesting. I'd imagine if that had been allowed, or rather imagine if the Mensheviks had allowed that, if they'd been in power, I'd imagine it would have been a brighter future for Russia, because I can't imagine that they would have maintained support once a market liberal economy was really set in place and the Russians really started to get somewhere. But yeah, People's Strategy, really good book. Okay, we're really, really going off course here. Getting sidetracked, but I'm really happy about that. I love a good discussion. I really just need to stick to one subject for a while and actually finish a couple books on it. I like get very, very waylaid. I'll end up reading different books on different subjects because at the end of the day, it's so much out there, so much to learn. I absolutely adore it. Okay. Fields of War by Edwin Bears. That's a great name. Right, so we have forces going to engage the Chinese troops here, 60,000 of them. They do have some actual artillery, which is rather interesting. We do have a lot more guns. The AFV is going to be extraordinarily helpful. Copy of War Years with Jeff Stewart. I think, is it Ian Kershaw? He writes some very good, informative books. Very good author, I do believe his name is. I think it's Ian Kershaw. It's definitely Kershaw, I believe. Right! Okay, so we set some ASW missions up over here. We've done a lot of talking, but we have a lot of things underway at this moment in time. Right, I want to set up a surface task force with the Congo and other accompanying battleships. Okay. Now, we could split this up here, which I think I might very well do, basically cover more ground. Right, form a new task force, surface combat. Let's get some decent firepower in here. So we'll have Haruna. Let's see. We have a lot here. We have a really good amount of force. Let's see. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do benefit from another light cruiser, in all honesty. So I think this is a very effective task force. Yeah, the bombers hitting Hong Kong. We've changed those orders. We'll double check anyway, but they should now be on ASW. Days of Valor be really nice. Okay. So we'll divide these forces then. Say if it's reordered, obviously we're just going to go with a normal task force routing. We don't need to bother too much. I mean, we do have destroyers here to safeguard us, really. And there we go. Okay, so your destinations of it in Marie. The Haruna Task Force, so let's call it by the battleship name. So the Haruna. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Haruna. Then Congo. Okay. Now, Haruna, where do we want you to operate? I'm not too confident operating near Singapore as of yet. I'd rather take that. And I could really have this head over to Hong Kong, where I imagine the battle's going to be over by then. We might even have them operate off the coast of the Philippines to bombard the living shit out of the forces there. So we'll do that then, and we do still have potential around here. The fact that we can move strategically is really quite nice. Okay. Other than that, oh yes, we need to issue orders to the carrier task force. That's what we almost forgot about. There we go, that's what we almost forgot about. These guys over here. So we did assemble this, so we have the Bushido task force. Let's issue some orders to these squadrons. We also do need to check when the squadrons are going to arrive in the future. So, yep, that all set. Escort, okay, set all carrier fighters. Let's go back to our torpedo bombers and bombers. Using torpedoes, naval attack, yeah, 13,000 feet, awesome. I'd love to get the Chiyoda classes in here so we could use them. That'd be great, okay. So they're all ordered, that's good. I don't think we have any dive bombers actually within the task force, in all honesty. Okay, plenty of firepower. We do have the Chiyoda, that's awesome. Right, so replenish at sea. These destroyers, they are lacking very much on their endurance, but what we'll do is we'll drop them off elsewhere. Is it, what's your plan to win against the US? Is it difficult to handle as one of the East? This game is honestly a joy to play. It's very micro-intensive, but it's very much rewarding. And to answer your question, what is our plan to win against the US? Basically, okay. We need to kill their carriers. We are aware of Lexington over here. We need to kill that carrier. We also need to secure Sumatra and Java ASAP to get those resources flown into Japan. I don't know if we can win as such. I think if we were able to pull off an invasion of Pearl Harbor, that'd be very good. So we just need to really delay the Americans, try to separate the American, well, the Allied fleets, and just kill carriers, really. Just really avoid a Battle of the Coral Sea scenario. Oh, the Deluge, yeah, I've seen that one. I really am quite interested in that one. Research so far. R&D is a good one to be checking out. Let's see. Can we see R&D on here? That'd be cool if I could. Don't think I can. Another thing that we can take a look at then is the A6M20 frame production. So you can see here. Production increasing quite dramatically. You can see a big shift here between turn 5. Obviously, we forgot to read turn 6. But yeah, you can see a big increase there. That's lovely. Very, very nice. So we are building more A6M20 platforms. The frames there. We do need the Mitsubishi. Oh, is it in Nakajima? I'm looking for the HA35. Yeah, the Nakajima HA35 is the one I need to increase production of. Production is slowly but surely increasing. We do need to up it even further. But that's good. The more engines we have, the more airframes we have, the more A6M20s we'll have. Let's also take a look at when we're going to receive our next air groups. Let's see. Flying upgrade and status active reinforcement. I think these are active air groups in the moment, actually. Okay. Location. I think we'd have to look for reinforcement to see that one. That'd be fine. Minefields. We do need to get more of these set up. I might have to check. I've got all my minefields set up. So we are laying mines. Let's lay mines around track. I think that's one I almost forgot about. Yeah, lay mines. Around Tokyo too. And around Busan. Okay, so we have mine layers here, so these ACMs, they're going to head, well, one of them's going to head over to Shanghai. I'm going to keep one of them here in Busan, so it can maintain that minefield. Check who has most kills. Yeah, I can do that one. Uno momento. Right, so our ACMs are, well, our mine cruisers are moving into the area. Okay. Really, if I just mine this area here around the Tsushima Strait, would be very good to go. I could just literally mine Tsushima Island, Fukuoka, and Busan. That'd be really, really nice, actually. The mines would be easier to maintain too, because I could just literally have an AT import. That'd be really good. So, lay these mines. Okay. Right, so we're looking for cruiser mine layers. Okay. Right. ACM. How many mines do you carry? Only 10 mines. Still, we'll lay them. Kiso over there. Ah, here we go. Right, so I'm going to have you head over to Tsushima Island. And you... I'm going to lay mines here. Okay. Let's have you head to Yokohama. Then you can lay mines. Right, Shanghai, do we have mine laying? Right, lay these mines. Not many mines, but still. Mines are mines. Right, laying mines. Plenty of mines here, very nice. Right, okay. What lesser known parts of history interest you? For example, I'm really interested in political violence in Colombia. Ooh. That's a good point, that. I suppose what you consider lesser, really? I'll have to have a think about that one. Alright. There were subchases in a port near the bottom of the island. Are we talking Kyushu or Shishima? Or do you mean over here? We do have one over here. I might as well throw her out there. Yeah, just troll around Shishima. The Chinese Civil Wars is something I'd really like to look into. Okay. Oh, we have an ACM. I'd like to make use of that. Brad, have you had to Fusan? David M. Glance is a really good read. Really good. Okay, they're heading over that way. That's good news. If we miss any mine layers, we'll be able to pick it up in the future. Right, you're heading to Port Arthur. Lots of destroyers there. Okay, let's just break up these destroyers over here. Oh, there's lots of them here, actually. Okay, so what I want you to do then is I want you to be based over here at Toyohara, and then I want you to patrol that area. You have to be based here, and you're going to patrol this area around here. And there we go. Let's put some more patrol boats out to sea over here. We need to get them really going. Escorts. Rather poor at their job there. Rather use them for something else, like their AA, in all honesty. Yeah. Subchase is really good. Yeah, that's your home port. Actually, I'll set your home port over here, but at least we're going to have them patrol around that the general area. That's fine. I need to lock down this area, in all honesty. Okay. Right. I think we're actually ready to probably move on to the next turn. We've issued orders to Kibutai, we've issued orders to the submarines around Hawaii, we've got orders around here, we've issued orders on land, in the Philippines, Borneo, Malaya. Okay, now we just get to sit back and see what happens. That's cool. I like that one. Okay, weather reports. Overcast, clear. Let's see, do we have any information to take a look at? Alright, pilot replacements, group reinforcement schedule. Okay. Right, 8 days. Some more Claudes. Right, so we're looking at... yeah, quite a number of days then until we get to more zeros. Right, okay. Oops, a little bit far off over here then. Let's see. I'm also going to start to think about putting together a force over here. We need to look at what forces we can spare from home islands in terms of actual land forces. From Manchuria and from China too. We need to complete our objectives in China, however. Right, okay. Right, I'm happy with that. We'll go ahead and go forth. Ideally we can discover something. Oh yes, the Polish-Soviet War. That's a really interesting one. I'd love to read more about that one. That's rather remarkably interesting. Okay. Yeah, Vigan is occupied by the Japanese. So that's good news. At least now we can move on from Vigan, which is going to be great. Really good. Okay. Honestly, I don't think the Soviets could have made it much further than Poland, than Warsaw, really. I mean, I don't believe the Entente would have allowed them to really challenge Germany, to really influence Germany. It just was not on the cards. It's like you take a look at the way that they intervened in the Russian Civil War. It's like, I doubt that they would have allowed Germany to go much the same way. It's like you had the bloody hell, the Spartacus Revolt, which was put down by the Freikorps. But, yeah, I doubt that would have been allowed to. And then again, you look at the logistics of the Red Army. I mean, you look at the Russian army, the Imperial Army, that suffered horrendously during the First World War. And then the Russians had suffered even more horrendously during the Civil Wars. I doubt they really could have done and gone much further. From a logistical standpoint. But then again, who knows? It would have been rather interesting. I doubt that they would have done it though, just because it's like... they'd have faced economic annihilation. I mean, you say that, I mean, the Entente forces, I mean, it's like, obviously they'd suffered, but they were in the area, and, like, they were, in Britain, France, the Americans, I mean, they were war footing, I mean, the Japanese too. I don't know, I don't think the Soviets could have really gone much further. Right, we're actually getting some luck now. That's really nice to see. Yeah, the Bulgarians... Oh, hello! Yes, very good. Right, so the Australians are now rudely awakened to the presence of submarines off their coast. And she sank. Awesome. Okay, I was really worried that the destroyer would be hit there. But it's good to see that we're actually detecting them and that we're actually trying to engage them. We really do need to try and set up some ASW missions over here with air forces. It's going to be a run-in battle, continuously trying to defeat the allied submarines. Continuously run-in battle on that one. There we go, bombarding Guam. Okay, unleashing those guns. Okay. Yeah, it actually inflicted some casualties. That's good news. That's going to really help soften up the forces in Guam, especially as we're going for an assault there. Right, bombarding with the light cruisers. They are firing their guns. Those defensive guns do have some range, but I doubt that they can really, yeah. 1st Marine Defense Battalion firing at your body. Oh, so that was a, okay, that's rather interesting. Coastal guns fire back. Doesn't look like we inflicted much damage there, but at the end of the day, the longer the bombardment goes on, the more it's going to fatigue the forces on wake. Okay. Oh my, JV. I love you, French people. The thing is, I don't know why it is. I don't see many French people online. I suppose it's obviously because, like, you're not going to find many Frenchmen on the English language webs. Oh well. Oh, Bordeaux. I'd love to see that one day. Hello there, Ragar. Okay, what do we have over here then? Right, the Express. Oh! Oh! Oh, wow! Oh, the Express has been destroyed! Oh, bravo. Oh my god, that was good. That was legitimately impressive. I did not, for a moment, expect the Express to be hit by a torpedo there. Yeah, no wonder she went down. That was a bloody fantastic hit there. If we can hit the Durban, that'd be... Oh, I'm very impressed there. Right, run to. Let's hope that we can hit something else here. I'm just honestly impressed already. Right, let's see what we can do here. Ah. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely. That was just beautiful, that. What do we have over here in this port, then? Another light cruiser. Let's see if we can land a hit. No, unfortunately not, but we didn't receive any damage. That's fine. Want some more? A third raid? So we have already hit the light cruiser, so it should make it a much easier hit. Or not. That was terrific. That's really brave. That's no fun. I'm sure they did inflict some good damage. You know, I can't fault them. I mean, like, yes, they did lose a plane, but they did inflict a loss on me, so that's pretty decent. I'm just suffering in Hearthstone 2 as Italy. The first thing the Japanese did was invasion of Pearl Harbor, and they were successful. Why bombing and anger the US when you conveyed it and drink all the wine? Pretty much. I mean, taking Pearl Harbor really is a massive, massive blow to the US there. Roman von Ergen Sternberg. Yeah, I can imagine that'd be really interesting. I'd love to read more on that. It's like something you just wouldn't believe happening. Right, what do we have here? Right, plenty of planes in support here. This is good news. Right, they're making it through. Nah, that's not a good sound. Yeah, they took the lion's share of the damage there. A plane is cheaper than a destroyer. Very true. I'm very happy that we actually annihilated the Express. That's a really good blow to the Allies there. And ships are very valuable. Very, very valuable. Yeah, Kia 27 nades. Very, very true. I need to phase out the vowels as well. Okay. Oh, this is very promising. Come on, hit Jupiter. That'd be lovely. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yep, and Dragon is down. So we have 2 confirmed ships destroyed there. The Express and Dragon. That is a mighty blow to the British. That is beautiful. Oh, thinking of a book. Is it Twilight? Twilight in Vienna? Twilight at Dawn? I can't remember the name of the book, but it's basically set in Vienna in 1913. I do believe it's basically... It's like set with the pre-war politics. It should be a rather interesting read, actually. How many squadrons can be upgraded? Pretty much all the planes can be upgraded to different models. Pretty much. Come on, I'd love to take out Jupiter. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those ships being attacked. So eventually they're going to land a hit. It's a lot of buffaloes. Blenheim's making another run. Any better bombers yet, or is that 42? I'll have to check on that one, actually. There we go. Yeah, that was some pretty good hits there. Did we actually hit the defensive force? Not really, but we hit the facilities. I'd rather hit the forces, but I suppose that's pretty difficult. Yeah, 1 DD and a light cruiser down. Really, really nice. Okay, it's nice to see some tanks moving. Yep, that division's moving. Okay, Japanese shock attack at Hong Kong. Hopefully this does not end horrifically. I think we should be fine. We reduced the air fortifications twice from level 3 to level 1, so I think we should probably be able to manage here. Ideally, please. Okay, I want to hear that banzai. I mean, we do have about, what, 460 odd AV. I mean, that should be very, very doable. Yeah, I mean, we do have a few formations of heavy artillery, too. So that we make it. I mean, a lot of bombardments. We've been hitting them with the air. Right, okay, so... light casualties, I suppose. They've lost... yeah, they've lost a lot of vehicles here. That's very good news. That's going to make it really, really nice. Did we reduce that fortification? Yeah, the fortifications have been reduced even further, so that's fantastic. I imagine it should fall afterwards. Right, Guam's going to fall... I'll see you later there, JV. Have a good one. Oh, no, sorry, Daniel. See you later, Daniel. Sorry, I wasn't actually reading that. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, you fighting orphans of the Pacific. This is your favorite enemy, Orphan Anne, at Radio Tokyo. With music to lift your spirits and words to depress your morale. But first, Imperial General Headquarters announced today that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Guam.
Lovely, jubbly. That was really good. I mean, 65 casualties for Guam. Really good. Let's actually do it. Yep, definitely. I'll see you later there at 80. Have a good one, my dude. Bandai! Alright, here we go. Allied bombardment. Yeah, the next shock attack will more than likely manage this. I mean, their fortifications are completely gone, so they'll be open to it. See you later, Daniel. Oh, you're going to be here. Oh, right. God damn it. Making myself look a fool. I mean, we're going to probably end the stream a little bit after this turn. We'll have a look around, make sure of everything. It's been a nice one. It's been nice to have another 2-hour one. Right, yeah. Just need that division there just to really deliver a killing blow. We do have forces here now. That's very good. We can actually start to engage the Chinese. This is what I'd like to see. Surprisingly, nothing of Lexington for some time, which has been rather remarkable. Which was very, very aggressive beforehand. I'm not entirely sure if it's possible to capture enemy material, you know. I'm not entirely sure. I know it is in one of these, which is absolutely lovely. I love doing that. It's really cool. I love seeing that sort of information. Okay. Relatively quiet turn. Relatively good too. I mean, let's consider the fact that we actually annihilated a allied destroyer and an allied light cruiser. That's really good. Yeah, good chat too. Really been good today. Really enjoyed. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Do we still have sight of Lexington? God damn, she fucking moves fast. Well, there goes my attempts to intercept. I don't think that was going to happen. No, she moves far too fast. Let's see, do we have an idea of where she's heading? Southeast. She's heading towards Australia. She's definitely heading towards Australia. We hit her ship and sank a ship off the coast of Sydney, so that's really good. Really happy about that one. What do we have around Hawaii? We lost sight of whatever was nearby. Whereabouts is Kitabutai? Kitabutai is not far away now. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, Kitabutai is not far away. We should be able to really track them down. You know, I'm thinking about one historical figure. Gustavus Adolphus. Yeah, very interesting commander. I mean, it's interesting how the Great Northern War affected European history. I mean, what did we have? Was it the 7 Years' War? The War of Spanish... Was it the War of Spanish Inheritance? I can't quite remember which war it was, which was going on at the same time. Right. He's hoping to the Daniel. Indeed. Right, check losses, allied ones. Okay, let's take a quick look. So, right, see aircraft losses. Allied losses today, 10. Oh, sorties, sorry. Oh, no, these are actual losses, okay. Okay, yeah, they've lost quite a few planes. I mean, so have we, to be fair. Ship sunk. Okay. So we can confirm the Prince of Wales. The Colorado, we're not too sure about. The Arizona was torpedoed once again, so we could potentially have sunk her. I didn't hear it, but she might be very, very well damaged. Nevada, not too sure. Mauritius, I'd imagine is probably down. The Dragon's definitely down. Yeah, she's definitely down in Towers. So we sank a few ships so far. Repulse definitely down so far. I just wish we could have hit the, yeah, the 30 Years' War. That might be what I was thinking of. Yeah, I wish we could have hit Lexington. If we'd have hit Lexington, that'd have been really, really quite nice. We've taken out a few ships so far. Really nice. Lexington doesn't seem to want to play. She's definitely moving out. Kitabutai is not too far away, so we just need to track her down. So what we'll do then with the submarine fleet is we'll have our auxiliaries. I mean, in fairness, I might go for a landing at Rabaul, combine these forces over here and hit Rabaul, and really try to take control of New Britain and use that to sort of trap Lexington in the Coral Sea and around Australia. Alright, plenty of ships here. We do have some allied shipping just over here. Interestingly, we do have the opportunity to engage these forces. I could use the Haruna task force to do that, actually, or even Congo task force. Those BBs are really going to knock... Yeah, they are a really good knock that power projected. I mean, the fact is, it's like, sure, they can repair their battleships, but if they're completely gone at sea, then there's no chance of recovery. That's completely gone. Absolutely destroyed. No way to recover that bitch. If they make it back to port, that's a different story. It could take them years to repair it, or months and months to repair it, but at the end of the day, that's months that they're not in the fight in. Right, forces are setting out from here, that's good news. Okay. I think you should have power can reach out and touch them. Definitely. It'd be very good to have reconnaissance in the area too. Plenty of allied submarines in this area. Plenty of them. We know there's submarines around this area too. Right, hopefully every cargo ship's heading to where it should be heading. We'll have to check that in future episodes and make sure everything's fine. Okay, let's get our cargoes unloading shortly. Right, I think we'll do that in the next session. Let's check on the war in China then. So, Hong Kong should fall in the next phase. Don't even have all of them on, which is irritating, but well. Yeah, she should fall in the next phase. We do have these Chinese forces. I mean, the thing is, we're going to have all these forces freed up from Hong Kong, so we can use them elsewhere, which is going to be absolutely awesome. There's a lot of Chinese forces moving over here. A lot of them, okay. We do have the 35th Division in place. The other divisions are en route. We just need to move them up. We do have the rest of these forces moving too. So we should then be able to challenge the forces at Changchao. We are going to have to defeat these forces, but we do have the 35th, which can challenge them immediately. We can knock that base out, and then if we can try to clear this track of Chinese, we should be able to then move strategically to Hankow and Wuchang, and then we can move on to Changsha. And once we move on to Changsha, that's going to really open things up. We are moving on to Nanning. Nanning is a good distance away, so those troops are making a hell of a march, but it is going to be well worthwhile once they are there. And we might want to supply them via air, in all honesty, unless they can take that base, which would be really nice. And 30 Years' War as a whole is a kind of overlooked, which I've said, yeah, it was incredibly damaging. Incredibly damaging. But alas, guys, thank you so very much for watching. And do stay tuned and check in with the next stream. Thank you. And just once more, just to go over my patrons. So thank you to Frank, Craig, Ricky, Matthias, Gregory, Tomislav, Vinny, and Lord Luba. Thank you all. And if you guys would like to back me on Patreon, I would be extremely grateful, and I will be doing shoutouts in the future. So I'll just post this here so you guys can see. And I'm going to leave a link in the chat, so if any of you guys would be very helpful, that'd be great. So thank you, and goodbye guys. I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you for the informative conversations. I hope you have a great one. Until next time, goodbye guys. Keep it real. Have a great day or evening wherever.